taking it easy. I don't need to be giving advice, do I? Probably not. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm doing an updated question and answer video, and I went on my, I think, Instagram and my Facebook page and asked you guys if you had any questions for me, whether they be makeup related or non-makeup related. I always like doing these about once a year just to do a little bit more of a personal video and let you guys get to know me if you do have any questions that aren't makeup related. So I got quite a few questions, and if you ask me a question or if you are just interested in hearing my responses, then just keep on watching. So my most asked question was probably, what do you, well, this is like an accumulation of questions. They kind of all go together. A lot of people know I'm graduating in May, and quite a few questions were, what do you plan on doing after you graduate? Will you still do YouTube? And what is your dream job? And I kind of answered this in my last Q&A, but I feel like my answer may differ a little bit now. I may have a clear idea of what I do want to do. So I graduate in May, and as of right now, my plans are, first of all, I am getting a bigger apartment. I'm so excited, a bigger place, and I am, you know, dedicating a whole room to, if you guys don't know, this is, I film in my actual bedroom. You guys just don't see the other half of my room. So surprise, I don't have my own beauty room, but I will have my own room to do blog posts with, to set up lighting, so I can film, you know, more in the evening time. I won't be, you know, a slave to the morning time when the light is out perfectly. So as of right now, I am going to expand on blogging, and I'm going to expand on my videos. So I do plan on working a little bit more full-time, posting videos and blog posts. I want to get about a blog post up every single day, do weekly blog posts. Right now I get between like 3 to 4 because of my schedule, and I want to do a couple more videos a week. Right now it varies between 1, maybe 3 a week. That is very rare. So as far as my YouTube schedule goes, yes, I will continue to do YouTube, and just on, you know, a more fuller time scale. And as far as my dream job goes, this is one that I did answer in my last video, and sorry if I'm using my hands a lot, I talk with my hands, but obviously a dream job for me, I love doing YouTube. I wouldn't exactly say it's my dream job because I don't really see it as a job, but I would love to work for ultimately a cosmetic company, and obviously my #1 choice would be Bare Minerals. I've said that in several videos. My second favorite brand, hands down, would have to be NARS, and they're two completely different cosmetic companies, two completely different artistry ideas, two completely different, you know, scale of product, but ultimately I would love to work in product development. I think that would be so awesome, just to you know, come up with products and new formulas and new packaging, and I really pay attention to, you know, customer reviews, because I do work at a Bare Mineral store right now, and I'm always paying attention, you know, what customers and you guys have to say about products that I talk about, and not just products that I talk about, products that I haven't even tried yet. I'm constantly soaking in, you know, what people are saying about it, and seeing if, you know, there's a correlation between, I'm getting like way too scientific right now, or way too in depth, but basically I'm always, you know, looking at feedback from products, and I'm just so intrigued by you know, what it takes to come up with a brilliant product. So I would love to do that. I would also really love to be a global educator. So basically that is just someone who works with a cosmetic brand, and any time they come out with new products or new campaign or new launches, they go around and they educate people on it, and they talk about the benefits of the product, and they talk about, you know, application process. They talk about you know, the pros and cons of, you know, the product with your skin type. So that is something that I feel like I do that right now, because I do work at a cosmetic store. I do work at a Bare Mineral store. I just do it on a smaller scale. So I would love to kind of broaden that horizon as well. So just some ideas right now of what I feel like would be like my strong suit, I guess. So yeah, that was long. Okay, so I'm on my Instagram right now. That first section was just one that I know a ton of people had asked accumulatively. So I'm reading individual comments right now from my Instagram, and Joyful Chick Style. I see you, Joyful Chick. You comment on a lot of my stuff, so thank you very much for that. And she says, first, thank you for being such an awesome inspiration. What is on your bucket list and how many have you done? Also, how do you manage your daily doings with YouTube? Could you do a lookbook style video? And it would be an honor if you could check out my channel. So I will definitely check out your channel. I'm going to you right now and following you, Joyful Chick Style. Follow. Okay, so the first question, that was a lot of questions. What is on my bucket list? As of right, you know, I kind of thought of myself as like a cultural person, like that I had been to a lot of places, but I really haven't. I've only been on a cruise like outside of the United States, and I've been to a lot of states. I've never really been anywhere like on the West Coast, so I've never been to California. I would love to go to California. So that is definitely on my smaller bucket list. And I would love to travel to Europe. Obviously, I think that's like on everyone's bucket list. And I don't really know, like I'm the type of person that just takes things like one day at a time, and I know I have a bucket list. I guess I don't really like dwell on it. You know, when the opportunity comes, it will come. So yeah, definitely travel is probably my number one. Hey Marie92 said, how did you get started on YouTube? What are Will and your secrets to a long-lasting relationship? You guys are so cute. Thank you, hey. We're not cute all the time. Okay, so my response to how I got started on YouTube was, it's like anyone's story. I was just watching YouTube videos and I was like, hey, I can do this. So I started it, and it pretty much went from there. As far as me and Will, we've been together for 5 years. We don't really have an anniversary because we don't remember like the day really that we started, you know, like dating. But we've been together 5 years. We know the year. And my best advice is, honestly, I feel like for us, we are more best friends than we are, you know, like boyfriend and girlfriend, if that makes sense. And that's not a bad thing, because if you think about it, when you have your best friend, like, you never fight with your best friend. Like, you don't fight, you may have like stupid arguments over stuff, but there's never a point, you know, that I can think of with, you know, my girl best friend that I've been friends with since we were in kindergarten, that I can think of, you know, of us like actually fighting. And I feel like when you find that quality in someone, that you can just say, hey, this person is my best friend, this is someone that I want to see every day, that I love to see every day. And you look past like the petty things that happen in relationships, you know, like arguing over like past relationships, or arguing over stupid stuff that really doesn't matter, like just silly things like that. And we don't really, we're always trying to encourage each other, we're always trying to uplift each other, and if we do insult each other, it's definitely on a joking manner. So I mean, really, my best advice is, you just have to find someone that literally you truly enjoy being around, and that you can never get tired of. And yeah, it's just kind of about chillaxing, taking it easy. I don't need to be giving advice, do I? Probably not. I think this girl's name is Tay Nick Joe, maybe. I'm so sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but she said, what's your advice for someone who wants to start their own YouTube and beauty channel? My number one advice, and I think this is just so important for people starting YouTube these days, you know, whenever people start YouTube now, I feel like there's no way people don't know that they can't make money on YouTube. when I started, I guess I've been doing YouTube for about 3 years now. Like I just thought about it, and I'm pretty sure I started in 2012. When I started, I had no freaking clue that you could make money on YouTube. And at the time, you could not monetize your videos until you had, I think, 5,000 subscribers. So when I remember specifically when I had around 5,000, I got an email from YouTube saying, hey, we're going to allow you to monetize your videos. And I was like, what does that mean? Like, what is monetization? So I think the downfall of people getting into YouTube now in this day and age is that they know that it could potentially become a job. They know that they could potentially make a living off of it, and you do not become, let's just say, like crazy successful overnight on YouTube. I mean, you have got to dedicate it. Unless you've got, you know, someone with like 2 million subscribers that you know and is willing to, you know, give you a big shout out, then you know, you're gonna have to work hard at it. And I think that my biggest advice to someone starting out YouTube is, do not look at it as a job. Do not look at it as a way to make income, because when you do that, you will constantly, you know, be checking your stats, checking the numbers, seeing, you know, how many views you have, and comparing and contrasting. And it's just, honestly, I went down that road before, and it's just really overwhelming, and it's kind of depressing. So just have fun with it and be yourself. Talk about what you know. Talk about what you're confident in. And you'll get there. I mean, you'll get to a point to where, you know, it's something that you love doing, and it's something that you want to do. And regardless of how many subscribers or viewers you have, it's not going to matter, because you like doing it. Ashley Feller said, if you could only use one makeup brand for the rest of your life, what would you pick? And that is pretty easy. I mean, I'm almost 100% certain I would go with Bare Minerals, obviously, because anytime I, you know, wear different brands and then I go back to my Bare Minerals, sometimes I'm just like, why do I switch brands? This looks the best on me. It lasts the longest on me. And I'm pretty sure the only reason I do test out other brands is because I'm just addicted to testing out makeup and doing reviews on my blog. I mean, like, hardcore addicted. So Bare Minerals, like, definitely, because it's what I'm most comfortable with, and it's what I think actually looks the best on me, regardless of if I'm wearing it or not. But NARS would be a close second. And they're just two completely different brands on their own. But I think NARS has such a beautiful artistry to their products, such a beautiful, I don't know, just an innovative look and feel, and the packaging. So those would definitely be my top two. So Emily T, which I see you comment on a lot of my stuff. She comments on all of my Instagram posts and my posts in general, so I see you. She asked me quite a few questions. Her first one is, do you ever want to live anywhere else? Yes, I would love to live, you know, out of state, probably not for the rest of my life, because it would be hard. It's going to be hard for me to leave. I'm an only child, and I know my parents tell me wherever I go, they are going to go, so I really think that's true. I think they're going to follow me wherever I go, so, you know, it may not be that hard for me to move. But off the top of my head, I always tell myself that I would love to live in a place, like a historical place like Savannah, Georgia, because it's very familiar to me. It's very, you know, southern, it's very welcoming, just very quaint, but you also have, you know, the ocean nearby, which is great. It's something that I don't have in Tennessee. And I always tell myself that I would like to live in California. I've never been to California before, and I feel like it would be definitely a culture shock for me, just from the way that I was brought up. There is one stoplight in my entire town, and we have a grocery store and a Dollar General, and that's pretty much it. Not that I've not been to bigger places. I've been to bigger cities before. I live an hour outside of Nashville, so it just, I don't know. I can't say that I would want to live in California right now. Maybe if I visited, who knows. Off the top of my head right now, like, my mind says Savannah, Georgia. I don't know why. It's just cute. I like the idea. That's what I'm going to go with. You said, do you have any siblings? No, I'm an only child unless you count the plethora of dogs I was raised with. My dogs were my brothers and sisters. No shame for the pet bros and sisses out there. But as far as humans go, no, I was an only child. What is your schedule on a day-to-day basis? During the week, I either wake up, go to school, or I wake up and go to work for the entire day till about 4:30 or 6, depending on the day. And right now, that's the schedule. That is pretty much it for me. That's why I do not vlog right now. There's nothing interesting about my life, but that's my schedule. Where is your favorite place to eat? Other than my parents' house, because they drop some legit food, I really like to eat at one of our local Mexican restaurants called El Tapatio is one of my favorites. I love Texas Roadhouse. If we're talking like food chains, I really love Texas Roadhouse. Fast food places, Zaxby's is probably my favorite. So yeah, I would probably go with those 3, 4. Do you want to have a family or any kids? Yes. I have a really low pain tolerance, and my mind cannot even wrap around like birthing right now. Like, I feel like if I gave birth to a child right now, there's no way. Like, my pain tolerance, the last time I had my blood drawn, I passed out. I just can't deal with painful situations. And you know, I think about it, you know, one day I will get the courage up. I will get the courage up. And when I do, I always say I only want like one child, like, because I was an only child and I really liked it. But maybe 2, definitely not over 2. Like, I'm the type of person that thinks, and this is really bad for me to say, I'm the type of person that is like, people need to give up at 2. Like, 2 is a sufficient number. I don't know how people raise children past the number 2. It's just beyond me. I don't know. I'm just that type of person. Yeah. If you could describe your style in 4 words, what would it be? Classic. Neutral. Comfy, and maybe a little like vintagey. I don't know. I'm just very basic with my style. You will not find a lot of color in my wardrobe. I like white, navy, black, beige, blue, like very neutral tones. I don't have a lot of bright colors in my wardrobe, so just kind of basic. One makeup store to shop at the rest of your life, or for the rest of your life. Obviously Sephora, like, let's get real, easy. By the way, these questions are still coming from Emily. And the last question from her is, what is you and Will's favorite thing to do for a date night? This is our date night in a nutshell. This will occur either on Thursdays or Fridays. We go generally about twice a week to El Tapatio, which is the Mexican restaurant. I told you that is like one of my favorites. We go there around like 7 because that's when it kind of starts to die down and we can get a table easily. Will gets a margarita. He loves margaritas. I don't like margaritas at all. I think they're disgusting. And I get either a Dr. Pepper or a Diet Coke, depending on, you know, how much sugar I want in my system. And we eat. And then we will generally get a Netflix movie, or since we have Netflix now on, like, we have like a smart TV, we will just like find a movie on there, and that is it. That is like literally every single week we do this, and I don't even know like if we've been on a date other than that in a really long time. That's it. Yes, Lachetta Simpson, who I also noticed comments on a lot of my stuff. Hello. She says, if you could do a makeover on anybody dead or alive, who would it be? Oh my gosh. Like, some of these comments I did not read beforehand, so I don't know. I feel like I'm going to have to think about this one for a second. Okay, so I would probably have to go with someone alive, just because, I don't know, I don't really want to think about doing makeup on dead people. I don't know. And off the top of my head, this is like the first person that I just thought of off the top of my head who, like, I freaking love her Instagram. Her makeup always looks like perfection, and she's just hilarious, and we both like to cook. So this is just someone that I personally feel like a connection with, and that is Chrissy Teigen, John Legend's wife. And she is a model, and if you guys do not follow her on Instagram, she is so funny. Like, not your typical, you know, like A-list celebrity model, like just posting photos of like her hot body like on the beach. She is constantly like just making a fool of herself. She always posts, she like loves to cook, and she's always posting cooking videos and, you know, things like that. So I just love her, and I would love to do her makeup. I know she has a professional makeup artist, but that's just someone that I thought of off the top of my head. Why Yellow Rose 85, which is another person that I noticed does leave a lot of comments, so hello, asked, she said, first of all, I hope you're feeling better because I was sick for a few days, and if you were stranded on an island, what 5 must-have makeup items would you have? Okay, if I were on an island and no one was really around me, I probably wouldn't worry about putting on makeup, I'm not gonna lie, but I would probably say, if I had to pick, I would definitely pick like a tinted moisturizer with sunscreen in it, obviously. So something like the NARS Pure Radiant Tinted Moisturizer. I would definitely have to bring like my oil, like my Josie Marin Argan Oil, because oh my god, my skin would be so dry from salt water and sand. Anytime I go to the beach, my skin like dries out tremendously. So I would definitely have to bring my oil. Who am I kidding? Like, why would I be bringing these? You know, I mean, just speaking out of my head right now, those are like the only 2 things I can think of. So like a tinted moisturizer with SPF and my Josie Marin Argan Oil. That's like literally probably the only 2 things that I need. Okay guys, so I think that is it for all of the questions. Thank you guys so much for sending in your questions to me. I had a blast answering them. This video is going to be super long. I'm definitely going to have to chop some down. There were a few questions that, quite a few questions that I just couldn't get to. I couldn't fit into this video. So I'm going to try to go back and find those questions and answer to you guys personally. But yes, thank you guys so much for sending in the questions. I love doing these videos. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and leave your comments and your suggestions for future videos down below, and I will be sure to check those out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.